Hello and welcome to Sports 360 Degree, your ultimate destination to the biggest moments in the world of sports. This week, we witness history in the making as India celebrates its best ever performance at the 2024 Paris Paralympics. With over 25 medals, we explore the top 5 reasons behind the record-breaking success. Plus, ahead of the Olympic Council of Asia General Assembly, we sit down with Raja Randir Singh, who reflects on his journey from the Olympic shooter to one of the most influential sports administrators in India. And in football, Cristiano Ronaldo hits another milestone, scoring his 900th career goal in a thrilling match against Croatia. Stay tuned for all this and more only on Sports 360 Degree. So let's get started with the updates from the Paris Paralympic Games. India's progress at the 2024 Paris Paralympics has been nothing short of historic, with the country achieving its best ever performance so far. Indian para-athletes created many new records, milestones during the Paralympic Games in Paris, outperforming its previous record set during the Tokyo Paralympics. Here's a report.
Indian para-athletes are on a roll in the ongoing Paris Paralympics, with the country achieving its best ever performance so far, surpassing their previous best medal tally of 19 medals they won at Tokyo. The success is largely due to government support, increased funding and better facilities for athletes. 22-year-old Avni Lekhra continued her remarkable run in parachuting by winning gold in the 10-meter air rifle standing SH1 category, solidifying her status as one of India's top Paralympic athletes. While 26-year-old Sumit Antil delivered an outstanding performance, breaking all previous Paralympic records in the F64 javelin throw event, retaining his Tokyo title and securing another gold for India. 35-year-old Dharamveer set an Asian record in the seated F51 club throw event, clinching gold with a throw of 34.92 meters. Shuttler Nitesh Kumar won gold in SL3 men's singles para badminton, continuing India's dominance in this sport since it debuted in the Tokyo 2020 Paralympics. Shuttler Suhas Yatiraj, who is also an IS officer, returned with another silver from Paris. Although 84 participating para-athletes in Paris were supported by government schemes, were given foreign exposure, mainly in form of international competitions and guided by international experts. Rio 2016 and Tokyo 2020 were the games that put India more firmly on the Paralympic map. 19 athletes from 5 sports traveled to Brazil in 2016, almost double the contingent that competed in London, resulting in 4 para-athletics medals. At Tokyo 2020, India sent 54 athletes in 9 sports, a huge record in terms of participation, and they delivered unprecedented success, winning 19 medals. At the Hangzhou 2022 Asian Games, 303 athletes participated across 17 sports and brought home a record 111 medals, the most India has ever won at an international multi-sport event. These achievements and growth of Indian para-athletes shows India's rise in para-sports. Sports Desk, DD India.
So what a stupendous achievement by our para-athletes. Now, India's para-athletes delivered a record-breaking performance at the Paris Paralympics 2024, winning over 25 medals and surpassing their Tokyo Paralympics tally. This success is attributed to significant government support, including enhanced funding, increased international exposure, and the personal backing of the Prime Minister Modi. The establishment of the Recovery Centre, expansion of coaching and support staff, and stellar performance in the para-badminton and track and field are the few key factors behind this performance.
Indian para-athletes have made the nation proud with their best ever medal haul at the Paris Paralympics 2024. In Paris Paralympic Games, India surpassed their previous medal count from the Tokyo Paralympics. Indian athletes have won more than 25 medals, marking the country's best ever performance and surpassing the 19 medals from the previous edition. This success is largely due to the stellar performances by shuttlers and track and field athletes. Here, let's take a look at the 5 reasons behind India's best ever Paralympics haul. The government support. All the 84 athletes representing India were backed by government schemes, received international exposure primarily through competitions abroad, and were guided by international experts. Prime Minister Modi's support for Indian sports and athletes has been a pivotal factor in the nation's sporting rise. When the leader of the country personally champions sports, it not only garners widespread attention, but also motivates all stakeholders to actively engage and contribute to the development of sports ecosystem. His involvement has set a powerful example, inspiring a nationwide movement towards excellence in sports.
My first medal was in Asian Para Games. So after that, our PM sir has tweeted. So first time it feels so great because I never knew that Modi sir will follow us, like they will follow our results and all. After seeing that, it feels so great because. Coming from a middle class family to achieving this and suddenly getting wishes from PM sir and the highest authorities, so it feels so great.
After every major event he has invited players and he has met everyone personally, granted them wishes and gave his blessing to everyone. Even before going to Paris Paralympics, he spoke to us virtually on a call and he gave us his best of wishes and blessings, and then he's personally talking to every medalist.
Recovery Center. For the first time, a recovery center was established in the Games Village specifically for Indian athletes to provide full support for injury rehabilitation during the competition. More coaches and support staff. India had a total of 77 coaches and support personnel in Paris, up from 45 at the Tokyo Paralympics in 2021. Para Badminton. Introduced in the Tokyo Paralympics, where Indian shuttlers won 4 medals, in Paris, Indian para-badminton team secured 5 medals. Increased funding. The Indian government allocated 74 crore rupees for the Paris Paralympics, which is a significant increase from the 26 crore rupees spent during the Tokyo Paralympic cycle. Considering that there was only 1 medal in London 2012 and just 4 in Rio 2016, the progress is staggering. Naturally, the rise in medals has coincided with an increase in the number of Indian athletes qualifying for the Paralympics. Sports Desk, DD India.
Day 9 of the Indian contingent at the Paris Paralympics ended on another phenomenal note as India secured 2 medals. Praveen Kumar bagged India's 6th gold medal at the Paralympics, while Hokoto Sema won bronze in the shot put final. Praveen Kumar competed in men's high jump T64 category, clearing 2.08 meters to claim his 2nd consecutive Paralympic medal, marking a remarkable continuation of his success on the international stage. Praveen now becomes only the 2nd Indian after Mariyappan Thangavelu to win gold in the Paralympic high jump event. Meanwhile, Sema bagged a bronze medal with the best throw of 14.65 meters in F57 class. With it, India's historic medal tally at Paris Paralympic rose to 27. India's para-badminton coach Gaurav Khanna expressed his delight with the performance of the shuttlers in the Paris Paralympics and claimed that they are aiming to secure more medals and around 10 medals in the Los Angeles edition of the Paralympics. Joining me right now, Gaurav Khanna, the man behind the rise of the Indian para-badminton. Sir, a very warm welcome. A stupendous performance once again. Last time in Tokyo Paralympics, 4 medals, and this time around 5 medals. How you look this journey?
See, first of all, thank you so much. Winning medal and crossing the tally, what we have achieved during Tokyo Paralympics, it was 4 and now it has been 5. So it's definitely an immense feeling. However, our target was a bit ahead of that and we were expecting minimum 8 medals. Unfortunately, that could not happen. Things did not go the way we wanted. But anyway, that's a part of sports. Not every time we'll win and not every time whatever we'll expect, that will happen. But doesn't matter. A lot of learning to take, and definitely whatever the targets we have made for this Paris Paralympic, definitely we are going to achieve it in 2028 Los Angeles.
The way you have also academy in Lucknow, and you have nurtured many world-class para badminton players. So what's your strategy while you train them, while you mentor them? What's the key points and key aspect of your training?
We have the services of sports science, physical trainer, and all expertise with us. So whenever we train a differently able athlete, it's more intricate training involved in that, and more observative training involved in that, because every athlete comes with a unique different ability. So the thing is, whether it's a leg category, polio affected, or even accidental injured, or even prosthetic user, every athlete has got a different sort of shortcomings, maybe constraint, and also different strength. So at one point of time, we have to work on the part which is weaker and strengthen that part, and at the same time we have to make other leg also to be dominant while controlling the body balance of that player.
Do you think this involvement of the PM Modi is a we can say the game changer in Indian sports?
In 2018, when we returned from Asian Asian Para Games, it was so matter of proud that Prime Minister Modi sir invited us to his house, and he had a good chit chat along with the lunch, and that time it started. And afterwards in Tokyo Paralympics, Prime Minister sir individually talked to everyone while they were departing to Tokyo to perform. And as soon as we performed and got medal, Prime Minister sir particularly individually called every athlete, and even me too, and blessed and given congratulations for the medal winning performance. And as soon as we returned back, sir again invited us and again blessed us with a function. So the thing is, when the country head is such intricately involved with every athlete, knowing the history of every athlete, and just calling every athlete and every coach by name, everyone feels so proud, and of course it always catches the attention of all other departments, that when the Prime Minister is himself being involved in with all sports persons, even other department also try to give the same type of contribution for that athlete. And it has definitely made a game changer, and now Indian sports fraternity is standing tall in front of the world sports fraternity, and we are having a very strong presence at international circuit.
So definitely we can say that right now the Indian sports fraternity is standing tall in front of the world, and the kind of support of our athletes, our coaches, and our whole sports fraternity is getting, definitely it's a big thing, and hoping that with this continuous support and the robust system, our athletes will create new milestones in the world sports. With camera person Jagmohan, Narayan Singh, DD India, Delhi. Indian Paralympic athletes received a grand welcome at the Delhi's airport on their return to home. They had put up a record-breaking show at the Paris Paralympics. Almost half of the Indian contingent, that includes Avni Lekhra, Mona Agarwal, Pranav Surma, Rakesh Kumar and Manish Narwal, has touched down in Delhi. Fans and family members greeted them with the garlands and the drum beats.
Indian para-athletes who brought laurels for the country at Paris Paralympics have been welcomed at New Delhi airport with drum beats, banners, garlands, family members and enthusiastic fans. Para-shooter Mona Agarwal, who clinched a medal, got emotional after union with her family as she met them after a long time.
बहुत खुश हूँ कि मैं मेरे बच्चों के लिए ये मेडल जीत पाई। इन्हें छोड़कर गई थी, बहुत दुख हो रहा, लेकिन मेरे बच्चे बहुत स्ट्रांग हैं, उन्होंने मेरा बहुत साथ दिया और इनका विश्वास था कि इनकी मम्मा मेडल जीतेगी और मैं जीत सकी। मेरे परिवार का समर्थन मेरे पास वहाँ पे भी था, उनकी ब्लेसिंग्स थी, जिसकी वजह से मैं मेडल जीत पाई और वो लोग सब मुझे वेलकम करने के लिए यहाँ आए, उसके लिए मैं बहुत ज़्यादा खुश हूँ, बहुत ज़्यादा। ये मेरे लिए एक सरप्राइज था।
Para archers Rakesh Kumar and Sarita are thrilled with India's performance at Paris Paralympics. They said that due to the Indian government's support, the medal tally will be highest at this edition of the Para Games.
जी मैं अपने देश के 140 करोड़ लोगों का धन्यवाद करूंगा जिन्होंने हमें सपोर्ट किया और हम यहाँ तक पहुँचे। सरकार की सपोर्ट हमें मिल रही है, स्पोर्ट्स अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया एसोसिएशन की सपोर्ट मिल रही है और हमारे देश में खेल का स्तर बढ़ रहा है। आगे आने वाले आपको पैरा ओलंपिक में देखेंगे आप और ज़्यादा मेडल आएंगे।
सभी ने बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस दिया और बहुत सारे मेडल आए अब की बार और आगे भी अच्छा करेंगे। मैं बहुत अच्छा लगा, सबका मतलब सबका स्वागत करते हुए सब मेडल का वो कर रहे हैं, बहुत अच्छा लगा। मैं
When India sent its largest ever contingent of 84 members to the Paris Paralympics, it was expected that these players would create history at the Para Games. The Indian Paralympians have done just that. This edition of Para Games has proved to be a milestone for India. In these games, India has given its best performance ever. One hopes success of Paralympians will continue and they would bring more honor for the country in future events. Suchitra Bharadwaj's report for DD India, Delhi.
So what a fantastic heroic welcome for our Paralympic athletes. And now, the former international shooter and a veteran sports administrator Ranveer Singh is poised to make history as the first Indian to lead the Olympic Council of Asia, that is OCA, having emerged as the sole candidate for the presidency in the upcoming September 8 election. In an exclusive interview with DD India ahead of the OCA General Assembly, Singh reflected on his journey from a distinguished athlete to a seasoned sports administrator and shared his thoughts on the remarkable rise of Indian sports on the global stage. On 8th of September, the elections of the Olympic Council of Asia will take place, and Raja Ranveer Singh is set to become the president of the Olympic Council of Asia, and it's a remarkable achievement. And we know that he is a veteran administrator, have served the multiple bodies, international bodies as well as the Indian bodies, and it's a big achievement not only for him but for the India. He will represent India at the Olympic Council of Asia. Sir, very, very congratulations for that. You will be elected as unanimously for that coveted post. So what it means to you personally and for the Indian sports fraternity, this big achievement?
Firstly, I thank you very much for being with me and giving me the opportunity to say what I would like to say, and I hope what I say is right. It's a great opportunity for us, and it's a great thing. For me personally, if I get elected on the 8th, I'll be the third president of the Asian Games for my family. My uncle founded the Asian Games in 1951, and he was president. And in 1982, my father was president when I was shooting for India. In fact, it's quite a coincidence that when I won a medal in the team event, it was a silver medal. He presented the medal. And when I was president in China in the Hangzhou Asian Games, my daughter won a silver medal, and I presented her the medals.
Talking about this big achievement, you will be there for India as the president for the Olympic Council of Asia. So the way things happened in the past, especially at the Olympic Council of Asia also, there was some disturbance. So do you think it will act as a challenge for you? Or as we know that you have always settled the things unanimously and bringing all the people under one umbrella. Also, we have seen that you have been there for decades, and you are the flag bearer for the India in various competitions, for the Commonwealth Games also, for the Asian Games also that held in China. So what changes will you bring? It's your plan after becoming the president of the coveted that organization?
Same. Asia is the strongest continent out of the 5 continents today. We are the only continent that's always ready to hold any international event if the other countries or some continents fail to hold it. Everyone is there today, coming up, and they're ready to do it. Then you have the Middle East factor with Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and they're coming up very well. Same is the case with India. India is hosting IOC session was held in Calcutta, which is a big thing by itself. Then you're holding multi-games. Your national games itself is such a huge game. It's as good as holding any other games. So it's a big multi-sport event that we're holding. And today we have centers all over India, thanks to the national games. You sent us right from Manipur to Assam, to Calcutta, where the SAF games were held, and then you had Madras SAF games. So like this you go, Delhi, Commonwealth Games. So you have a center for sports everywhere. And through Khelo India and through the sports ministry, the amount of funds that are being generated and coming into sport is amazing. I mean, you can't get it better. And no athlete can ask for more, no coaches can ask for more. Training venues, it's up to you to select. You want to be trained in which part of the world. And the government of India sends you for training. If you see our athletes are training everywhere, look at Neeraj. He's gone off again. In Europe, he's training. So there's no such thing as no for anybody. And all competition first, you didn't have the money. You couldn't even participate there because there was no money in the federation. And government support was not forthcoming. People used to collect money and send a team. But now it's not the case. You are as well trained as anybody else. You are as well looked after. Your clothing, your uniforms, your equipment is world class. And you may be one step ahead, not behind anybody in the world.
Sir, talking about your journey from being an accomplished athlete, from that cricket, from shooting, you also participated in the Fire Olympics as a shooter, also played cricket, to a key sports administrator, having an experience of more than 3 decades. So how you look back this journey from an accomplished athlete to a key sports administrator?
You know, it's very interesting because it just happened to be, just happened, you know. It's one of those things. And it was not something that I planned a route or anything, you know, it just happened. My sport was cricket, and I love cricket. And if you ask me to choose between cricket and shooting, definitely cricket. And my family was involved in cricket, from my great-grandfather to my grandfather to my uncle to my father. Everyone played cricket. And I also played, captain my school in cricket, then came to university here, in Delhi University, St. Stephen's College. But in my first year, when I was joined college, I shot for India in the pre-Olympic Games in Tokyo in 1963. And then my sort of life in sport changed. From a cricketer, then I became a shooter. But we always played cricket. We set up teams and we played cricket. And later on with Bishan Bedi and we were running the Arjun Awadi Association. We set up a cricket team which beat everyone. And in that we had a restriction. We were 6 cricketers and 5 of them non-cricketers. Then in 84 I joined the Olympic Committee. In 1984 I became Joint Secretary. In 87 I became Secretary General. Then I remained Secretary General till 2012. Then in Asia I took over in 91 as Secretary General. So 91 till 14 I was Secretary General of the Olympic Council of Asia. And then I became Vice President. We had a Director General. So Sheikh and I, we were running the body at that time. So I told the Sheikh, I said, listen, we have a Director General, he'll run it. And I'll become a Senior Vice President. So he said, no, who? I said, no, I'm always there. I will help him, we'll run it. So then we ran it. And then unfortunately, Sheikh Ahmed got into trouble with the International Olympic Committee. And then he recommended me as Senior Vice President to take over. So then I was for 3 years now as acting President of the Olympic Council of Asia.
You can see that the way he brought all the stakeholders under one umbrella and help the members to go for a unanimous election. And this is we can say, the biggest achievement of Raja Ranveer Singh Ji, who is set to become the new president of the Olympic Council of Asia. Currently, he is the acting president, and he played a key role, we can say, that especially during the Hangzhou Asian Games, the way the games were hosted. And apart from that, we can say that having an experience of more than 3 decades in sports administration, he gave a new direction to Indian sports too, and hoping his new innings as the president of the Olympic Council of Asia will definitely act as a milestone for the Indian sport and will also act as a catalyst for Indian sports to take it ahead. So that's all in this edition of the Sports 360 Degree. Until we meet again, keep cheering your favorite athletes and teams. Namaskar.